Imagine a world where your home is suddenly under new governance, with new rules you didn't agree to. This was the reality for the colonists in North America in 1763. Post the British victory over the French, North America was left under the rule of King George III. The monarch, in a bid to organize his new empire, issued what came to be known as the Proclamation of 1763. This decree aimed to manage colonial expansion and protect Native American territories from encroachment. But here's the snag. This proclamation had significant implications not just for the colonists, but also for the Native Americans. The colonists, who had been eyeing the fertile western lands, saw this as a roadblock to their ambitions. The Native Americans, on the other hand, found themselves dealing with a foreign power dictating the terms of their existence. The colonists, feeling the pressure of British control, began questioning the legitimacy of the Crown's decision-making. 2 years on, the British Parliament passed the Stamp Act of 1765, stirring a pot already on the brink of boiling over. This act was not a mere regulatory measure, it was a deliberate move to impose a new tax on the American colonies. The tax targeted a wide range of printed materials, from newspapers and legal documents to playing cards. The crux of the controversy, however, was not the tax itself, but the way it was imposed. The decision was made in the halls of the British Parliament thousands of miles away, without a single representative from the American colonies present. This flagrant disregard of the colonial parliaments was a bitter pill to swallow for the colonists. The Stamp Act of 1765 sparked outrage across the colonies. It was seen as a violation of their rights as Englishmen, and the rallying cry of "no taxation without representation" echoed through the streets. The seeds of rebellion were sown, as the colonists argued against taxation without representation. As the 1760s turned into the 1770s, the tenuous relationship between the colonists and the Crown reached a breaking point. The discontent simmering within the colonies was no longer just a murmur, it was a roar, echoing across the vast expanse of North America. The colonists had grown weary of the Crown's heavy-handed control, and the Stamp Act of 1765 was the last straw. The British Parliament's audacious move to impose a new tax without representation was seen as an affront to the colonists' rights. This blatant disregard for their autonomy fueled the colonists' defiance, leading to a sweeping refusal to pay the new tax. The mantra, "no taxes without representation," became the rallying cry that united the colonies in their stand against the Crown. The unrest grew, the tensions escalated, and the air was thick with the impending storm of revolt. The question of autonomy and political integration was not just a theoretical debate, it was about to ignite a revolution. So, what can we glean from this historical episode? We've traveled through time, from the Proclamation of 1763, which aimed at organizing a new North American empire, to the Stamp Act of 1765, a tax imposed on the colonies, bypassing colonial parliaments. These actions triggered significant tension, ultimately leading to the cry, "no taxes without representation." This tale is a testament to the power of autonomy, the struggle for political integration, and the spark that ignited the American Revolution. It underscores the tension between the colonists' desire for self-governance and the Crown's attempts at exerting control. These events led to a profound realization that political integration without representation is a recipe for discontent. It was this realization, this call for autonomy, that became the fuel for the revolutionary fire, forever changing the course of history. In the face of political integration, the call for autonomy can become a powerful catalyst for change, as history has shown us time and again.